right, here we go. This is the Microtech Stitch with the ram lock. Yeah, look at that menacing guy. Well, I mean, it's not that menacing. I've seen some that are more menacing and crazier designs. Oh my God, this thing is huge. It's so large. I'm not used to wielding something this size. It's a big boy. Just to give it some comparison, we have our trusty feldspar, and yeah, it's bigger than the feldspar. The feldspar, it's a tiny little pocket knife. I don't know. I wouldn't call this a pocket knife. At least not in the pants that I wear. But that's just me. Anyway, okay, so this knife. Let's see. What do we know about it? Is this? Yep. M390. There you go. So this is some good blade steel, and that is some pretty thick stock. I gotta change the batteries in my caliper so that I can start measuring this stuff. But yeah, that is pretty thick stuff. G10 scales, and man, oh man, are these thick. That is a handle. And the ram lock, this thing is rock solid. It is not going anywhere. So that is absolutely fantastic. The ergonomics on this thing are, I would say that they're pretty nice, except for this thing. Now, I don't know. I seem to complain a lot about pocket clips, but really, this one, it's such a large handle, and the way that this comes up, it creates a hot spot in my hand when I'm gripping it. Unless it's over here, like in the meat, and I'm not really, well, yeah, I can squeeze down on it pretty hard and it doesn't hurt. But if I choke up on it and it comes a little bit lower on my hand, yeah, it's digging in there. So I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of this. And choking up on this thing is definitely something you would do. I mean, they have jimping over here for your index finger. So I mean, just maybe if I go like that or something. I guess I could kind of make it work. The shape of the blade is actually quite good. It is just begging to pierce something. Just the way how pointy that thing is, and how much reinforcement it has. On basically like four angles. It's really quite good. Um, uh, Pocket Bulge Poop Brother didn't seem to put his signature edge on this thing, but that's okay. This is a pretty hard use knife. I feel like an edge like that, it might be a little wasted on something like this. It's hard use, and the reason why I call it hard use and not necessarily like a showpiece is there's not really too much going on in terms of like craziness here. It's just a black G10 scale. It's got really fantastic grip. It's not even like that like kind of crappy grip where like you feel like you can just get crud stuck in it. No, this thing looks like it'll wipe clean pretty easily. It's just done really, really well. There's kind of like a cross hatch, to it. It's just implemented really, really well. This is a pretty nice knife. Not my thing, not something I would get, but I can appreciate it for what it is. Okay, so this will be a pretty short one, just because I don't have too much to gush about this thing. So let's get to my ass. Materials. I'd say 4. The blade steel is fantastic, but G10, it's nothing to write home about. It is done very, very well. So I would say that it is implemented in a premium way. Ergonomics 4, and it's really just because of this. Otherwise, it would be really, really nice. Like if this thing didn't have a pocket clip, and it was just like a tool in like a box or something like that. It had a sheath or something like that. This thing would be fantastic. I would totally go to 5 otherwise, but I am going to be critical about this thing. It's come on, guys. You're putting this thing in a premium, and you're going to do something like that. Figure it out. Craftsmanship, 5. Rock solid. This thing, like I feel like I could spike this thing onto concrete and it'll still work. So it's like the hardware is super large. It's really nice. This ram lock is fantastic. You know, it's the finger safe. It's finger safe. It. Look at that. Look at that. It's just fantastic. So you know, I would give this thing a 5 in terms of craftsmanship. Design. Well, let's see here. Uh, hmm. I mean, it looks pretty cool, and it seems like it is highly functional. I don't know. I already dinged it for this pocket clip in terms of the ergonomics. I don't want to ding it again for the design. You know, nah, fuck it. I'm gonna ding it again for the design. So yeah, this thing gets a 4. Just this sharp edge. If there was a way to just round it out or do something to it that it didn't dig into a hand. Maybe this is meant for larger hands. I don't know. But yeah, you're getting a 4. Sorry about that. Sorry, not sorry. Versatility. 4. Just because you know it feels like it's only meant for hard use. I don't know if I would really use this for anything other than hard use. Just the way that it's designed. It is very capable, but I wouldn't use I wouldn't use this for food prep, like to carve an apple or something like that. Um, oh boy, did I cut myself? No, okay, I'm good. Yeah, and then there's that little sharp pointy thing. I mean, I guess it's a knife. You got to be careful with it. So it's user error. I won't blame the knife. But yeah, versatility. I'll give it a 4. Highly capable, but just I think that it kind of goes in the realm of specific use rather than just higher. Oh, yep, there you go. I'm bleeding. Um, Carryability. uh, I'll give it a 2. I mean, it has a pocket clip, so you could carry it. It definitely it feels like it has its place in a pair of jeans or some just in rugged wear. This isn't something you carry in like a bunch of sweatpants or anything light. So yeah, I'll give it a 2. Value. That M390 is pretty pricey stuff, and you get a lot of it here. You get a lot of steel there. And the G10 is that's a lot of G10 material, and the hardware it's quite large. This is roughly around 300 bucks or so. I don't know. I have to look it up. In terms of value, I'd probably give it a 3. I think it's fair. I think that you know you get it for you're going to get it for whatever reasons you do, whether it's because you're a fan of Microtech's um, designs or their craftsmanship. Um, but it is a bit pricey. You can get cheaper stuff that is gonna meet these demands. It's not gonna be as fancy, but I mean me. I kind of prefer functionality over form, or at least the form that I prefer is something that is a little less of a statement than this. Not a bad knife at all. I wouldn't say that. It's just yeah. I think its overall value is a 3 out of 5. So yeah, there you go. That is the Microtech Stitch, the Microsoft Stitch with the RAM lock.